Hi guys! I am so excited to do this video for you today because I have been struggling with energy so bad. It literally got so bad that I could not get off the couch, I couldn't think straight, I couldn't function, and I just let myself just absorb how I was feeling for that week, and I was like, I have to figure out what's going on. Just something inside me told me that it wasn't something physical, that I could control it, and I basically feel that way about my body in general, where I just stay focused on what is going on and stay in tuned with how I'm feeling and pay attention to how I'm treating my own body. What I realized is that I was really not paying close enough attention to my diet. And because I eat vegan, I have to be really careful that I'm getting enough nutrients, not only protein, but so many other nutrients. And I promise you that if you start paying attention to what you're putting into your body, you are going to feel like a different person. I literally feel like a new woman right now. And I started feeling results within one day, 24 hours of changing what I eat. And I noticed a difference within 1 week. I feel like a different person. I have so much energy now. I feel like myself again. I feel motivated. My brain is working right. And it's amazing that just for not paying attention to what I was eating, my body caught up to me. And that has happened at points over my life. I was a vegetarian since I was young, and I never learned how to eat right. So I literally just grew up on peanut butter and jelly and macaroni and cheese and just processed crap food. But when you're young, your body can handle it better. But then I think back, and I had mono 3 times as a kid, and I had a lot of other health issues, and it's like, it had nothing to do with me being a vegan or a vegetarian. It has to do with the food that you're putting into your body. If you're not getting enough nutrients, you are not going to feel your best, and your body is not going to function. Just like if you dump sugar into a gas tank, what happens? Your car doesn't run. If you start dumping sugar and junk and processed foods, whether it's soda or bread or McDonald's or any kind of junk like that, your body, it's eventually going to catch up to you. You may think that you feel great now, but I promise you it will catch up to you. So this video is for any of you that want to know what I am doing and what is making me feel incredible. So I'm going to start with breakfast. Now, everything that I'm showing you here, I'm not a nutritionist. I am just eating vegan and working really hard to find out what makes my body function the best, what gives me energy, what makes me feel amazing, what makes me feel healthy, and that's what I'm going to show you what I have been doing. I also have a lot of digestive issues from surgeries that I've had where my intestines got damaged in the surgery. So, this is the thing I was like, one of the things I was most excited about. I feel like I'm on caffeine and I don't even drink caffeine. It's literally the energy from this food is making me feel like I have all this extra fuel to burn in my body. So I just recently posted a video about all of the supplements that I take, and I think that's really important. I think it definitely helps keep your energy up, make sure you're getting enough nutrients that you can't get in food. But one of the things I was telling you guys is that I had to take laxatives every single day of my life. I was up to like 4 laxatives a night and 1 stool softener every single night of my life just to go to the bathroom like a normal person. Well, guess what? I have not had to take 1 single laxative starting from day 1 of eating like this. Things are going beautifully, and I'm so psyched, and I feel like that was what really kept me going. Is after the first day and the next morning things were moving, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I had taken laxatives since my last major surgery 3 years ago, and I don't have to take them anymore. It's been over a week. So I will show you everything that is working for me, and oh my gosh, I am so excited. All right, so I'll start with breakfast. Now, I'm gonna show you like a little mix mosh that I make, which it's not sweet, it's not yummy, it's not anything that's going to flood your taste buds, but it will give you energy. And literally within eating this, I go to the bathroom within a half an hour, usually sooner, and I have so much energy for the day. It holds me over for like 3 hours without being hungry. I will show you exactly what I put together and how I make this breakfast mush. First, I take chia seeds, 2 tablespoons, and I soak them in I think it's about like 4 or 5 ounces of water, and the seeds then turn into an actual pudding. And these have no flavor, so you can literally do whatever you want with these. You can put them in anything. You can put them in a smoothie. You can change the taste depending on whatever you put in. These are the ones that I get, and I will have everything linked below where I purchased these. Then I make oatmeal, and today I'm just using the organic instant oatmeal with no sugar, and I also have steel cut oats, which is actually the healthiest oats. If I wanted to take more time, that's what I would do, is definitely have the steel cut oats. Then I dump the chia seeds right into the oatmeal. And I like to get my breakfast all at once, just give myself a huge dose of energy in the morning. That's why I'm just putting this all in one bowl. You can do this totally however you want. You can add whatever you want. These are just the foods that really give me a burst of energy first thing in the morning. Then I have organic frozen blueberries, and this dairy-free Kite Hill Greek almond milk yogurt. This has protein in it, and even though it's unsweetened, it has a great taste to give this some flavor. So I do a half of a yogurt. So this is what it looks like so far, just a big old mush. And you can stop there. You don't even need to mix this all together. This is just what I do to get all of my nutrition blasted first thing in the morning. Then I have shelled hemp seeds, and I use half a package a day, so like 1 ounce a day. I also have a big package. Once you open these, they need to stay in the refrigerator, and the same thing with the ground flaxseed, needs to stay refrigerated. This is the next thing that I add, is ground flaxseed, organic ground flaxseed. Super good for you. And I just do 1 tablespoon of that. And that is my breakfast. Every single morning, it gives me so much energy, helps me go to the bathroom very quickly, and it is just perfect. It doesn't look very appetizing, but it hits the spot. Usually I can't finish this whole thing, so what I'll do is just kind of snack on this. I'll eat as much as I can in the morning, and I'll cover it up and put it in the refrigerator, whatever I can't finish. And I'm also gonna add some almond milk to this. So like I said, you could make any combination that you want. You could do just the oatmeal with some almond butter, or you could do just the chia seeds with some fruit, or totally what you want. But these are the basics of the food that gives me so much energy and has been helping my digestive system incredibly. I'm gonna add in some organic unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And breakfast is served. Some other great breakfast ideas are, you could just take your organic oatmeal. This is the instant. Like I said, the steel cut oats are the best. I order my food from Amazon Prime now, delivery. Hopefully we'll be here before I finish this video, and I'll show you some more stuff that I got. So you could do your oatmeal unsweetened, put in some almond butter or peanut butter and throw in a banana. That would be an amazing, healthy breakfast. I would also throw in some hemp seeds because these have kind of like a nutty flavor and a crunch, and that would be amazing. You could really, anything that your mind could create, as long as you have your base of healthy, real food and not a bunch of processed junk food, you're going to feel so much better. So just use your imagination and your creativity in putting food together. And if you're hungry, eat more of the healthy food. But what you're gonna find, and what I was finding when I was losing my energy, is not only was I exhausted, but I was starving. I kept coming and like eating and eating, like every half hour I was like, I'm hungry. Why am I so hungry? I don't get it. Of course I was hungry because I wasn't fueling my body with enough nutrients. It was food, it was filling my belly little by little, but it wasn't giving me energy, it wasn't giving me nutrients. Now when I get up in the morning and I make a healthy, hearty breakfast like this, I'm fine for hours. And even eating vegan, I'm fine for hours. I don't feel like I have to snack every half hour or every hour, and I feel so much better. Some other ideas you could throw in, I have this organic applesauce. This is unsweetened with a cinnamon flavor, or you could just get the unsweetened applesauce and sprinkle some cinnamon. Again, throw in some almond butter, peanut butter, some of the chia seeds, the hemp seeds. Make sure that you soak the chia seeds because, like I showed you, those will swell up and make like a pudding. That's another thing you could do, is just take your chia seeds, do like 2 or 3 tablespoons, let them soak up, and then you've got your chia pudding. Throw in a bunch of fruit. That's delicious just to have all that fruit in there with the chia seeds. You could also do quinoa. I've got this just regular white quinoa. You could do the same thing and make a breakfast out of it. Throw in your nut butters and some of the flax seeds, some banana. Super healthy. Fruit is another huge thing for me that helps my body work right and gives me energy. It doesn't give me that energy where you feel like you're gonna crash from it. And the reason that happens with fruit instead of processed sugar is because fruit has the skin and the fiber in it. So when you're eating it, it is going to digest correctly in your body. I have this giant fruit bowl. I get this from Prime Now, already made. It's got like every kind of fruit in there. And I will eat this in 1 week, like all this fruit, plus the bananas. So fruit is always a huge part of my diet. I will eat that throughout the day. If I'm hungry throughout the day, I'll grab like a banana and do some of my PB Fit powder. This is 85% less fat than regular peanut butter, but it has a ton of protein in it. So I'll just do this with some banana. You can also do Ezekiel bread or whole grain bread, not the same as whole wheat bread. If you're buying your bread in that big giant bread section, stay out of that section. You have to go in the freezer section and get Ezekiel bread, whole sprouted grain bread that you have to keep in the freezer. Those are live grains. It is delicious. It tastes just like bread. I've even got a cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. This tastes delicious, just like regular cinnamon raisin. These are the English muffins, flourless sprouted grains, super nutritious, not like regular bread. Stay away from regular bread. There's no nutrition in it. It's just going to fill you up and give you unneeded carbs that are giving you no nutrition at all. I know it can get totally overwhelming thinking about changing your diet, but don't feel like it's a diet. Think about it as a lifestyle change. Think about it as food that is going to make you feel your best, make your body work your best. Not only is it going to help you physically, but it helps you mentally. When I'm feeling like that and I don't have enough nutrition in my body, I can't think. Like, I have total brain fog. I'm not motivated, and I know that's not me, because who I am inside, I'm naturally just like very creative and constantly wanting to do things. And it gets really frustrating when I have so many ideas and things, especially that I want to share with you guys, and I can't even get myself to move. I'm literally so exhausted, I can't think. So just look at it like you're doing your body this gift. Nobody's going to help your body except for you. And you got to take control of the things in your body that you can control. Like I do have issues. I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is a slow thyroid, and I have to take medication for the rest of my life. And those are things I can't control. Can I do my best to eat healthy so I feel better? Absolutely. Can I move my body as much as possible? Absolutely. I don't exercise because I have a lot of orthopedic issues I got ran over by a car while I was walking. So I have a lot of issues with my back and my knees and my hips and it's a lot. But I do move my body when I can. I get on the treadmill, I will walk slowly, and I have control over what I put into my body, over what I eat, and it makes such a huge difference. So I also do not like to cook at all. I try to stay out of the kitchen as much as possible. I like things just turnkey, quick food, because when I'm hungry, and I am not one of those people who likes to cook, and that's okay. Not all of us like to cook, it's just not my thing. So everything you will see here is super quick and easy, and one of the biggest tips I can give you guys is prep your food. Have healthy food ready all the time. That's why I've got all the fruit ready. I've got my cucumbers all cut up and ready to go, always in my fridge. I'll either have these just the way they are, and I will sprinkle the Celtic sea salt. Celtic sea salt is a healthy salt for you with lots of minerals in it. It is not like regular table salt. Throw your table salt out the window and go buy yourself some Celtic sea salt. This is good for low blood pressure. It's good for high blood pressure. It won't mess with your blood pressure at all, and it'll give you some great minerals. That is one thing that I have completely shifted on, is I will only use Celtic sea salt. So I'll just sprinkle that on cucumbers, and I'm actually out of hummus right now. Like I said, I'm waiting for my groceries to be delivered. But I will take my cucumbers and just dip them in hummus as like a snack. Also, I started eating these trail mix. These are so perfect. I actually bought these little ones, so when I'm out on the go, I can just throw one of these in my handbag. There's the protein pack trail mix with almonds, cashews, raisins, pumpkin seeds, peanuts, cherries. Actually, I have not tried this one with the pumpkin seeds as of yet. I do have a sensitivity to pumpkin seeds as of 3 years ago when I had my allergy tested. I'm not allergic, but I was sensitive, but I'm going to try them. I feel like if you haven't eaten a food for a while, you can try to start slowly introducing it back and see what happens. So I will be trying the pumpkin seeds for sure because they are so good for you. This one is body boosting antioxidant mix with raisins, walnuts, dark chocolate, blueberries, pecans, and cranberries. All of these are non-GMO, gluten-free, and vegan and organic. So this is dark chocolate vegan. There's also almond cranberry crunch, almonds, raisins, cranberries, and peanuts. Is that all of them? Protein packed. Omega. There's an omega with walnuts, dried mango, almonds, cranberries, pumpkin seeds. I think that's all of them. And then I've got these really big ones for when I'm at home. This is the Power Up Mega Omega Trail Mix. I buy all of this on Amazon, so I will link everything below where I purchase all this. And I just actually finished a bag today of the high energy trail mix, and then I've got this tropical trail mix. So this is a far cry from the rice cakes that I was eating, and I would just do the rice cakes with some peanut butter, but it wasn't giving me enough nutrition. This is giving you so much energy and nutrition. It's insane how different I feel. I am just so excited to share this with you guys because I can't wait for you to come and comment back and to tell me how much better you're feeling. This is not a diet, like I said. This is a lifestyle change. And even if you change one meal a day, start with one, just breakfast. Just change breakfast to all healthy foods and see how you feel. And then you're probably gonna be like, wait a minute, I feel so amazing, I'm gonna do this for lunch. And maybe I'm gonna swap out my snacks for some trail mix instead of grabbing a candy bar or whatever else, having a Coca-Cola or something like that. Then it may literally even go on to dinner where you're like, hey, I'm just gonna eat like this forever. But don't feel like you have to be like, oh my gosh, that's so much, it's an overhaul, because it is. Eating is a personal thing and it's different for everyone. So just do what feels good for you. Do what feels right for you. I do not push eating vegan at all. I'm not trying to be vegan. It's just what feels right for me. It's what feels right for my body. I don't consider myself a vegan. I do not live a vegan lifestyle like some hardcore vegans. I try, I do my best, but I don't say I am a vegan. What I will say is I eat vegan. The food that I eat is no animal products at all, zero. No dairy, no meat, no fish, no chicken, no nothing that has to do with meat. The only food that I eat that comes from animals is honey. That's it, nothing else. So just do what feels right for you. Even if you're adding in meat, that's fine. Just add in some other healthy foods that makes you feel good. Another thing that is so important is, what are you drinking during the day? I have a very hard time drinking water. It gives me really, really bad heartburn for some strange reason. I do have an ulcer from taking too much ibuprofen or Motrin. I basically took that my whole life since I got hit by the car when I was a teenager, and it finally burned a hole in my esophagus right where my stomach is. So water. Something about bubbles will help me be able to drink more. So I take club soda and I mix it with my vitamin zero vitamin water, and I just put a tiny bit of the vitamin water, and all the rest of this is club soda. So I will drink about 5 of these a day, and this is 20 ounces. So this is what I drink, but there's no sugar in this. Don't drink sugar. If you're drinking sugar, you're basically just wrecking everything that you're doing. It's so bad for you, processed sugar. If you're craving sugar, pull out the fruit. It is so much better for you and good for you if you sit down and kill this whole bowl of fruit than having a Coca-Cola. Just think about getting rid of sugar altogether and turning to anything sweet you want with actual fruit that is good for you and going to give you nutrients. Another thing, I will use the organic unsweetened almond milk with my raw organic rice protein and just make shakes and drink that. This gives me a ton of protein. This is low in fat, both of these things, so it's a great snack in between the day, giving me a lot of extra protein. Kale is another thing that I eat a lot, but I eat the kale chips. I have a hard time digesting vegetables, most vegetables, so I will eat these kale chips and I have no problem digesting them. For dinner, I like to have this soup. This is Amy's Organic Soup Chunky Vegetable, Reduced Sodium, Low Fat. I am actually, you guys will be proud of me, I am actually gonna make my own soup just like this. I bought my crock pot that I just got, this giant crock pot, and I'm going to make a ton of soup in my crock pot, and I'm going to pre-package it, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest. Look at this thing, it's like as big as my body. I'll link this down below also. I got this on Amazon, this thing is giant, and I am going to mimic the ingredients that are in here and make my own soup. All that's in this soup is filtered organic diced tomatoes, organic carrots, organic green beans, organic corn, organic peas, organic spinach, organic onions, organic celery, sea salt, and organic black pepper. That is it. That's all that's in here. If my groceries get delivered in time, I will show you how I make the soup. But I'm going to show you how I prepare my soup to make it even more healthy. All right, so I take the whole can of soup, dump it in a bowl. Okay, I just heated this up. It's nice and warm. And I take the ground flaxseed, put a full tablespoon in there. Then the hemp seed, full tablespoon of this. I love this because it's got like that nutty crunch to it, so it kind of gives more substance to the soup. And last, I put some kale chips in, and this gives it even more of a crunch. You guys, this may sound crazy, but this is so delicious. This is like such a hearty, delicious dinner for me. Oh, I love it. And then, oh, it's a little hot. And then I just mix it all up, and I have got like the heartiest, most delicious soup ever. It's so good. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna chow down on that. Okay, some other things that I will show you I do for dinner are I take an avocado. I have this avocado, I don't know what you call it. My friend bought this for me and I love it. It helps you cut the avocados. I'll link it down below in the description box. So you just cut the avocado open, and this pulls the seed out. That part, seed comes right out. And then you take this side and scoop it all out. I am like the messiest cook ever, and not a good one, so this is the most you will ever see me cook, you guys, or prepare food. All right, so I scoop all the avocado out, and this helps like cut it or mush it up, but I'm going to mush it even more right now. Then I do the same thing. I do a scoop of the hemp seed, scoop of the flax seed. This is 1 tablespoon and 1 tablespoon. And then the Celtic sea salt. I just take a good pinch, like a good size pinch, put that in there, and that is it. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna mix it all up. This is so crazy because I was watching my little granddaughter last night. She's 4 years old, and she was watching me eat this. And she's like, Mimi, can I try some? So I gave her some on a cracker, and she's like, oh, this is so good, I love it. And so we made another one together like this, and she took it home with her last night. So kids will even like this. If you guys have kids or grandkids, like, feed them healthy food. They love it. My granddaughter was so happy I was giving her all this healthy food over here. She was sitting there eating cucumbers with me and this avocado with flaxseed and hemp seed, and she was loving it. And my daughter said, like, that's what she was talking about today, is like this healthy food. And you don't have to buy kids junk. Get them used to eating healthy now. And even if you never ate healthy before, it's never too late, you guys. You can start now for sure. Then I will either use these stackers. These are thin stackers with red rice and quinoa. And these come in these thin little stackers like this. So you can either just spread it on this, or you can toast up some Ezekiel bread. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. Piece of Ezekiel bread, spread this on there. Take a nice fresh tomato, put a couple tomato slices on there, and you are golden. That is delish right there. Can make a bunch of those. 4 of these stackers is only, I think, like 100 calories. Yep, 100 calories for 4 of them. So you could make 4 of these with the avocado and tomato. Delish. Or just make a sandwich out of the Ezekiel bread. Just spread it on 1 or 2 pieces. This bread actually has 260 milligrams of omega-3s and 5 grams of protein for 1 piece of the bread. This is Dave's Killer Bread is the name of it. 21 whole grains and seeds organic bread. This is awesome. I keep this in the freezer. Some more things for dinner is I got these quinoa dishes. This is frozen. This is organic quinoa with vegetables. It's got quinoa, zucchini, sweet potato, organic red quinoa, and these are steamable in the bag. You just put it in the microwave and boom, you've got yourself a very healthy dinner. You can add whatever you want into this. Again, you can add in some of the seeds. If you guys eat meat, add your chicken, fish into there. Definitely quinoa is a wonderful grain to be eating. This one does not have to go into the refrigerator unless you're storing it after. I just had this in my cabinet. This is 7-grain lentil blend. Excellent source of iron in this one. This is quinoa and rice and veggies. This one you just heat in the micro, another super quick one. I also got the just regular organic quinoa. You rinse it and then you cook it after that. It takes about 3 cups, bring it to a boil. It takes about 15 minutes to make this. So that's another thing that I'm going to put into the soup that I make, is I'm going to add quinoa into there. I've also got black beans, garbanzo beans. You can even make your own hummus out of this with tahini and the chickpeas, garbanzo beans, and organic lentils. I've got these organic peas and carrot like veggie mix that I could even throw that into the soup. I bought fresh celery, fresh spinach, which I'm all gonna put into the crock pot, and I'm literally just gonna dump it in there. Basically, that is everything other than the nutritional yeast that I use. You can use this on anything. Actually, I'm gonna sprinkle some of this into my soup, which I forgot about. So I've got all of the kale, the flax seeds, the hemp seeds, and I'm gonna sprinkle nutritional yeast into there. I mean, this, amazing, amazing, so healthy. I am drooling to eat that. All right, my food just got delivered. I actually put away my camera and everything, and then it got delivered. It is 9:30 at night, but I really wanted to show you guys how I'm going to make this soup. And there were a couple more things that I didn't have that I ran out of that I wanted to show you. This is my favorite hummus. This is Good Neighbors organic hummus, and I really love this one because it doesn't have any added extra oil, and it's just the organic hummus and sesame tahini, organic lemon juice, garlic, and sea salt, and that's it. There's no extra oil. That's why I love the Good Neighbors one. And these are the cucumbers that I get. These are the English seedless cucumbers, organic cucumbers, and I actually don't like regular cucumbers because the seeds are just like, I don't know, I don't like it. They're bitter, but these are amazing. So I've got everything ready in the ingredients of that soup that I love. I will link this crock pot below. I just bought this off of Amazon. It's a giant thing. And first, what I'm gonna do is use the organic vegetable broth. This is low sodium vegan vegetable broth. Then I cut up some celery hearts. I used just the inside heart part of the celery. I feel like it tastes so much better. It's got like a better flavor. So that's going in there. Then I have 2 cans of organic diced tomato with no salt added. If I want to add any salt to my soup, I will add the Celtic sea salt, which is the healthy salt. Next, I have a bag of frozen organic vegetables. These are mixed vegetables, no salt added. There is carrots, corn, green peas, and green beans, and I'm dumping the whole bag in there. I could do fresh vegetables, but what do you want, you guys? I'm cooking. I am cooking right now. Then I got fresh spinach. This is organic baby fresh spinach. I am putting in both bags in here because this cooks down to a very small amount once it starts cooking. Then I'm going to add some water. I'm not even measuring. It's maybe 2 cups of water. And I'll decide once it starts cooking down a little bit, like in a couple hours, what I'm gonna do. If I'm going to add in another container of vegetable broth. This is 32 ounces. So I have another one just in case. And I have a sensitivity to garlic and onion, like the actual garlic and onion, like raw or even cooked down. And what I got is these garlic granules and onion granules that I'm gonna put in here just for flavor. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that in there. I'm just gonna do it to taste later on. I'll taste the soup and just see how I feel it's tasting. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to add some more vegetable broth, but I'm actually gonna add a lot more water because this is gonna cook down. So I think I put maybe 4 cups of water in there altogether. And what I decided to do, instead of adding in the quinoa and the beans, I've got the garbanzo, lentils, and black beans, which I was gonna put in there, but I'm gonna be smart about it. I am going to just cook the soup just the way it is, and I'm gonna cook the quinoa separately, and I'm gonna add the beans in separately, like one item by one item each day to see how my belly reacts. So if you guys have any kind of digestive issues, don't add in a bunch of new foods. Like I would say 3 days, like start one new food for 3 days and see how you react to it. And then after that, if you're doing good, then you can add in another food. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this soup, which I already know I can tolerate because I'm purchasing that other soup that I showed you that's already ready made. So these are all the same ingredients, so I know that my belly is gonna be able to handle this. So I'll just add those in separately. This is like 3 hours later, and this is what it's looking like. I tasted the broth and it definitely tastes good. I added in some pepper and a little more of the garlic and onion. I would definitely recommend putting in fresh garlic and onion. I'm gonna try that next time and see how my body reacts to it, but it came out really good. The only other thing I would do is wait to add the frozen vegetables until the very end, but otherwise it worked. And the last thing for a snack is popcorn, but I make my own and it has no fat in it. I'm using no oil for this. I make it just in a pan myself, like old-fashioned style. So 2 tablespoons of this regular white popping corn has 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 4 grams of protein. So if I'm hungry at night, which usually I'm not, since I've been eating this, I'm really not hungry, but actually, is it last night or the night before, I just felt like a snack later, and I made some of this popcorn. So it was 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, and that's it. So if you really feel like just crunching on something healthy that doesn't have a lot of like added fat or sugars or oils, this is a perfect thing to do. I'm gonna show you guys because I want you to literally have a visual. So I put this on the stove, turn the burner on high, I spray the bottom of the pan with avocado oil, and I put 2 to 3 tablespoons of the popcorn in there. Then, like, as it heats up and starts to pop, I just kind of like shake it, just a little, let it go, let it pop, shake, shake, shake. Then when it's all done, I sprinkle some Celtic sea salt. Perfect, healthy snack. I think that is it for now. I'm sure that I will think of so many more different foods to add in. I'm going to slowly keep trying more and more food, adding them in, and I will keep sharing with you what I'm doing. But for now, I'm feeling amazing, and I hope so much that this helps you guys just to realize that your life could change by starting to eat healthy and starting to put more nutrition into your body. And your body needs that fuel for your brain, for your body to work, to function, and not to mention that everything is moving the way that it should every day. And yeah, I feel like a new woman, and I really hope that this helps you guys. I love you guys so much. If you have any ideas or thoughts, please put them down in the description box below. I would love to try some new ideas, some new food. Again, I am eating vegan, so anything without meat, leave it down below. If you're doing any New Year's resolutions, I hope that this gave you some great ideas to start treating your body better and eating healthy so that you're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better, you're gonna have energy. Your life will totally change once you start changing how you treat your body. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Happy New Year!